Well, it's been a hot and heavy night here in Manchester at Cage Warriors at the BEC Arena, and from top to bottom, it was just an unbelievable night of action. And I'm joined by the MMA media mogul Robert Smith. I mean, let's start from the top. Did you expect that? What did was that even in your? Were you able to think that that could even happen?
Well, I thought if Davis was going to get it done, it was going to be on the ground. That's his bread and butter. We know he can grapple, but to get it done the way that he did, no one does that to Emil Brown. No one.
No.
And he didn't even get touched. He smoked him. 71 seconds was it, Mason? I think it was 61 seconds. My God, that's a flawless performance. I think it's probably not going to be UFC next. Just won the belt, but if he can get another one or two, why not? I mean, Davis, that is insane, incredible. I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. That was the most, apart from maybe Fran Breen, probably the most shocked I was out of all the results tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all expected Emil Brown to come out, land a little bit of his signature body work, target the body of the larger man that is Ewan Davis. I don't think anybody expected him to go out and just, as we said, in 61 seconds, just deposit him to the mat and then just choke him out, choke him to sleep.
Yeah, it was honestly terrifying, to be honest. Like, if he can do that to Emil Brown, who else can you do that to? That's what you got to think. Like, that people were saying Emil was UFC worthy, and Davis has just smoked him. So that's a scary thought. I'd love to see who Davis is against next, and if he can do something the same again, then we're talking about a potential great here. Like that, it was such a good performance.
I mean, you did just mention Adam Cullen.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Cullen versus Davis. I know they kind of train sort of localish together. I know there'll be respect there, but
that's when it's the best. Local rivalries.
Let's have some fun. Yeah. Like me and Mason were saying, if Adam Cullen's on the card, you're going to tune in. You can't miss an Adam Cullen fight. That fight, he got a submission tonight, quick. Let's just make it Cage Warriors. Let's make the fight. Come on, let's not mess about it. That's the fight. That's what everyone wants to see.
I'm on board. The co-main event, Nathan Fletcher overcame some adversity in the first round to get a split decision that seemed to be not so much of a split decision.
Yeah, weird. I don't see how that was a split personally. I think obviously the first round you give to his opponent Enrique. I think Nathan just got a bit silly. Ran into a shot when he shouldn't have. But rounds 2 and 3 took control. I don't see how you could either score either of those two rounds. I think it was probably the judges were probably more thinking because it was a bit of an upset. They're probably thinking in a way sympathy vote. Do you know what I mean? I think that might have played into their minds a little bit. Obviously I can't speak for the judges, but I think it's probably just a little bit of a sympathy thing, thinking that was a bit of a shock. They're probably taken a bit aback by that and probably skewed their judgment a little bit. That's just my view. That's what I think.
And then onto one of the other big upsets of the night, Shea Ingram getting stopped by Marion Vitrilla. I mean, it seemed like Shea, 5-0 coming in with the world behind him, just an absolute unbelievable run of momentum. Needed to perform big in this fight. Obviously didn't get it, but Vitrilla, I think his striking needs to be respected.
Oh my God. I've been saying to everybody, do not underestimate Marion Vitrilla. I keep mentioning it, but everyone at GB Top Team says Yusuf Ali Taleb is one of the best strikers in the gym. And look what Vitrilla did to him last time out. He smoked him. It wasn't even close. And what he's just done to Shea Ingram tonight, I think a star was born tonight, Marion Vitrilla. The guy is incredible. He's not to mess with. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting a call to Contender Series. You obviously be looking at someone like that thinking that guy's striking is elite. You cannot be messed with. I think Shea probably got caught. His ego probably got the better of him a little bit in the sense that he tried to strike him when he probably shouldn't have. It happens. I think I'm not too worried about Shea. He's 22 years old. Yeah. He's got all the time in the world. Obviously, it's going to sting for him tonight, but he came back. He's took the loss well. He'll be back, and I would not be surprised if in a year's time Shea is back in the title picture. Even less.
I mean, Vitrilla came in here. He was stoic about turning the division on its head. He was so calm, but I think so many people aren't aware of his kickboxing background, and I think people write off kickboxing and MMA and stuff like that. But he really showed how elite of a striker he is, and was able to decimate Shea Ingram like that.
100%, mate. I think, like I said, people don't know about Marion Vitrilla, but they will now. Everyone knows Marion Vitrilla. Like I said, I believe that was a star-making performance. Now everyone in this lightweight division will be on notice about Marion Vitrilla. He's going to be I feel sorry for Ian Dean. He's going to be impossible to match if it's Cage Warriors next. I guarantee every single person that gets offered him Nah, I'm okay. I'm injured. Oh, I've got something on that. I've got something on that day. I can't make it. They'll have to go get some Brazilians in to fight him. I don't see anyone wanting to fight Marion Vitrilla next. But if someone's willing to take the challenge, there's many top names at lightweight. I know there's talks about George Hardwick needing the point for Newcastle. I would like a quick turnaround. Why not? He took no damage. Why not? Once again, let's have some fun. Let's get the best fight in the best. Why not? George versus Marion. Who says no to that? Not me.
I mean, he's Vitrilla's only 26-8-1 as well. Still got so much time. No need to rush to the UFC. No need to rush to the Contender Series. But if it is next, well deserved. Elsewhere, someone else that you like to wax poetic about, George Staines got it done.
My guy, of course. I've been so high on George for a long time since the Octagon days. The lad, he's charismatic in the weirdest way possible. I mean, and with the most sort of compliments. He's so just George Staines. There's no one else like him. There is no George Staines. There's no one else really like him. And just, I'm so happy for the performance that he put on because people were so high on Conor McCarthy, as was I. I was in Dublin for Conor McCarthy's last performance, and it was incredible. And I did not think Staines was going to get it done the way that he did. He just ran through Conor. It was a back and forth first round. I think Conor maybe underestimated the striking of Staines a little bit, and it was really back and forth in the striking. But to get the finish against an undefeated guy like Conor, I don't want to see anything else but UFC next for Staines. I love the Kareem Abdul-Sawadi fight in Paris. Get that revenge for Shem. I think it makes a lot of sense. Kareem, he's struggled to get consistency in the UFC. Let's get him back active. Let's make that fight. I'd love to see it next.
I mean, I said it to George earlier as well. Like that performance, it reminded me a bit of like a GSP kind of stick to jab, make them work, try and get them around it, frustrate them a little bit. As soon as they come in, get the takedown, use the momentum against them. And Conor fought well.
Conor was good.
Yeah, he fought off a couple of them takedowns early on, showed great balance, great defence. But at the end of the day, it just seemed that Staines was able to pull the trigger just a little bit better, pull the trigger a little bit sooner. And, it was such a well-matched fight, but that really seemed to make the difference.
I've just had a thought there. I know, obviously, Conor's taking a loss tonight, but Marion versus Conor? Striker v striker? I mean, it's similar records now. Marion 8-1, Conor 6-1. I'm not mad at that fight either. Once again, I think Conor's the type of man who's game enough to take it. We know Conor doesn't do easy fights. I wouldn't mind seeing that next, but once again, it'd be hard. I don't see anyone wanting to fight Marion Vitrilla, but I think Conor McCarthy could be that man. I don't see why not. I think that is a striker's dream right there. Yeah. That would be such a good fight. But like I say, I think for Staines, the performance was perfect. Like, he got hit with a few body shots, yeah, but the takedown defense from Conor was really good as well. Like you said, credit to Conor. He put up a really good performance. 2 undefeated guys. It's unfortunate that either guy had to lose, but credit to both men. I'm same with Shea. I'm not too worried about Conor. He'll be back. He's only, I think, 25 years old, 6-1. He's got so much time. I was saying straight after the loss, I don't think he's lost any stock in that loss. No. I think people still realise how good Conor McCarthy is. And like I said, give him a year's time. He'll be right back up there, even less probably.
And final one for you, just to round off an incredible night. If you had to pick, who would be your star of the night?
Oh, I mean, as much as I want to say Staines, he's my guy, I can't not say Marion Vitrilla. Actually, Davis. The fight.
Incredible night.
Yeah,
incredible
this is the hardest one. You know what? Based off I'm stuck between, because I expected Staines to win.
Yeah.
I expected Marion to win. I didn't expect Davis to win, so I'm going to go Ewan Davis. Just based off that alone. Yeah. Sorry to both Marion and George. I like you guys, but I didn't expect either of them. I expected those to get the job done. I wasn't so sure on Davis. I thought he could, but I'm going to go Ewan Davis just because who does that to Mick Brown? Yeah. Come on. What a night.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And that wraps up an incredible night here at the BEC Arena in Manchester for Cage Warriors 207. Just from top to bottom, incredible highlights, star-making nights, and we'll see you next time.